Why you always feel like you're failing even if you're successful. So this is a common thing that happens to successful people, is that they always feel overwhelmed, they never feel good enough, and they feel like they're always behind and failing. And you might wonder, why would this happen? And if this is you, it's actually your brain essentially lying to you. So what happens is that we don't really understand progress very well. At least we don't understand it the way that the brain mechanism functions. But when we look at it from a neuroscientific or psychological perspective, it makes a lot of sense. So the thing is that the brain doesn't track what you did to measure progress. It tracks what is left to do. And if you understand that, now it's starting to make a lot of sense, because we all think that, okay, if I just knock these things off my to-do list, then I'll feel like I made progress. I'll feel good about myself. And that's usually not the case. What actually happens is that we continue to feel like we haven't really done that much, because most people who want to get a lot done in life, kind of the high achiever types, they have a ton of stuff they want to accomplish. And so it's actually making that bucket smaller that's what's going to make you feel more accomplished. And if you're like anything like my clients, you're probably thinking, well, I don't want to make the bucket smaller. Like, the whole point is I want to achieve a whole bunch of things. And with that, essentially what you need to learn to do is you need to learn to see your progress better. And so if you can focus your mind more on the progress instead of what's left to do, then you can actually bypass this mechanism. But it is very automatic. So if you're struggling with this, I encourage you to book a session. We can chat about it and develop a customized strategy for you to overcome this. But if you'd like to just work on something based on this video, I really encourage you to continue to shift your mind to the progress you've made. So your mind will automatically go to all of the things that have been left undone. It's just the automatic process. It sort of scans the environment for all of the things that you still haven't done in relation to your goals. And I understand that nobody wants to diminish their goals and make fewer goals. So that's why we need to just move the mind back to progress. And the way you can think about this is that it's essentially just a habit chain. Just simple, pure habit chain. Your mind starts to make you feel stressed, you move to progress. And so essentially it's kind of like just getting a rep in every single time your mind moves to that stressful state. And you're probably going to ask, how do I know that I'm in that state of like feeling like I'm failing and not making enough progress? Well, you'll know by the way you feel. So look out for the times you feel overwhelmed. Look for the times you feel stressed. Look for the times you feel demoralized, demotivated, doubtful. Look at those emotions when you feel bad, and then watch, what did my mind do before that? What have I been thinking all day? What have I been kind of swirling around in my mind? And in most scenarios, you can detect, you can kind of reverse engineer that you've been thinking a lot about all the progress you haven't made, all of the things that have been left to do. And so each time you notice that, don't judge it. It's okay. We all do this. Just go back to making sure that you see the progress and try to really, really see it like, okay, I did this. This was really good. Like, I spent a lot of time doing this. I've been wanting to do this for 2 weeks and now I finally did it. Like, well done me. I know this is going to feel kind of unnatural at first, but it's about shifting the focus. And so it's not about like thinking positive thoughts. It's just about shifting the focus. And so if you continue to shift the focus, then you'll kind of build a better kind of habit loop in your mind. And hopefully it will allow you to feel less like you're failing, even though you're doing a ton.